Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching today. And today is Thursday, January 13th. And today, I was thinking of a good topic today. I think of these topics sometimes the night before, but usually the morning of, because I'm looking at my motivational quote that I want to post, and I want to look at what some of the things that I've posted and go with the time. So today was, so just want to make you know these are random, not completely random videos, but I do make these up and come up with ideas and kind of have notes for a lot of them. But this one's not really any notes to this one. It's just a feeling and just going to kind of tell you what's on my mind about the word quitting. And today's topic is called Don't Be a Quitter, and it never gets easier, if that makes sense. So, my feeling on being a quitter, if you quit something that you've started, your heart wasn't in it, because there's stuff that we do that we never quit. It might be you're doing stuff with your family. It might be getting up at a certain time. It might be having a job. You might have, if this is, you're not a full-time realtor, or you get up every day. There are things, like an example. I have such a respect for people in the military. I could not do it. I could not do it. I would be a quitter. I would probably try it for a week and do anything I can to get out. I just don't have, it's not in my heart to be in the military. I would love to have that dedication and that discipline, but I know I wouldn't be able to make it last a long period of time because it's not in my heart. So you're really not going to quit something that you really love to do, or you really believe in it, or you really, it's something that you just want to accomplish. Another example is doing things with your kids. My two boys are older. I mean, they're 20 and 22, going on 21 in a few weeks. And they never played sports. They played sports when they were little. They never played sports. But when I see these families spending days and days and days, hours, not getting home till 9:30 at night, and every weekend from morning to night, and away trips and travel, I didn't realize that because I never experienced that. My boys in high school were just in the marching band. Went to a few football games. That's it. So, and some concerts. But that dedication, that's not in my heart. I love my kids and I almost do anything for my kids, but I don't know if I would do that. I don't know if I could spend, because I have a real estate job. I got to work nights. I've got to work weekends. I can't have that dedication. And would I quit that? I might quit the kids, but would I have had someone else help with that and not be there? There's certain parents that say, I'm in it. It's my heart's in it. I'm going to every practice. I'm going to every game. I'm going to every tournament. I'm going. I couldn't have that because I love my work and I wouldn't be able to do it. The whole point is I'm making examples of there's things in your life that you don't quit that other people would. So connect with that and try to think of, if you are in real estate and you are an agent, you want to succeed in real estate, find those things that connect you to things that you have now that you are not quitting, that other people would. So that you can do it if you have it in your heart and you want to do it, and you believe in it. So you won't. And I remember a story I heard in a podcast, and I think I mentioned this in another video a few weeks ago. It was about a famous musician, and they had a private concert, and someone in the private concert go, I would love to be able to play the instrument like you would do. And they were someone in their mature age, maybe in their 50s. Said, I would love to be able to play the instrument like you. And the professional musician said, no, you don't. No, you don't. You wouldn't love to do this. He goes, yes, I would. I said, if you love to do it, you would have done it already. You would have taken the classes. You would have done the work, and you would have learned to play that instrument. Whatever excuses you make in life, you can do the things you want to do if you really are all in with it. And the second part of this is never gets easier. It never gets easier. If you're a professional athlete, you still have to go to practice every day, or as many times as they do. LeBron James doesn't skip practice more today because of where he is than he did 15 years ago. He's doing the same amount of practices or more. So it doesn't get easier. We'll say the time, but you just get better at it. And you don't mind doing it because it's not as work to you, because you enjoy the outcome for it. Do you know? Just like if you love to play an instrument, you love it, you know the result. You're going to get good at it and you're going to play it and it's going to be beautiful music and you're going to enjoy it. Your kids spending all the time with the sports and the schools and every night till 9, 10 o'clock at night for practices, and every weekend tournaments, and every going away. I just think back, 51 years old, going back to my father. If I told my father, hey, Dad, every weekend we're traveling to some middle of the nowhere and we're staying in a Motel 8 and we're playing, I have a travel tournament, my dad would say, absolutely not. I love my dad, but no way would he go to an overnight tournament somewhere in the middle of nowhere. And would he come to every practice? No. I played Little League and a couple of sports in high school, and I think he came to like a fraction of my games. Just a different time. My dad died 6 years ago, and he was 85 years old, so he'd be 90 now. It's a different time. It was a different time. So that's the point I'm getting at. I'll leave you with this. So you can see I'm kind of winging this thought today, is because I had this thought on my mind. Is you won't quit something that's in your heart and you really want to do. If you quit something, it never was ingrained in you. There's agents right now that are totally succeeding and hitting their goals and going over their goals because they have the dedication. They love to do it. And it doesn't get easy for them. They're making all the calls, they're doing all the things, they're making the networking, they're helping their buyers, their sellers, they're doing all the stuff. And it just doesn't, it's not easier for them. It's just they're getting better at it. And just think about that. Just really think about that today, because I see agents every year right now. I guess why this was in the back of my head today, it just dawned on me, is that we have people quitting. Every year at this time, quitters. People are quitting all over our industry. Why? Because you have our board dues due. Board dues are due at the beginning of the year, and agents are making those decisions, and a lot of them are quitting. This is the quitting time. This is a time that I'm not going to pay my board dues. I'm just going to go inactive and see where it goes. And a majority of them never get back into it. So I tell agents if I get them on the phone, the handful of agents every year that quit real estate, if I get them on the phone is, well, I'll get back into it. Well, that money, if you don't have, obviously financially 100% you don't have the money, but if you don't want to invest that money, then it's not in your heart. It's really not in your heart. That's the minimum. The minimum, you got to pay your fees and dues. And if you can't put your money that minimum money where your mind is, your mouth is, and your dedication is, and your heart is, you're telling yourself, it's really not for me. On that. But again, we do have agents. There's different cases for everything. We have agents that have things going on in life. I have agents right now doing extremely well that over the years of being with me over 20 years, got out of the business for a while because families and having children and maybe health, there's all different kinds of reasons. But if there's no things of reason other than paying that money, that's when a lot of agents, I really say, you really should go inactive. Or I tell agents, several of them every year, no, you should invest that money. It's the minimum motivation to get you going. So, all right, I won't babble anymore about quitting and things not getting easier. But of course, I love to talk about this topic and go dig into your life a little bit if you want me, and let me do that and help you decide usually this time of year when those dues are due. So that's it. Have a wonderful Thursday. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow on Friday. Bye bye.